Hey everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scope for the 20th of November. On the 20th of November, when the moon enters its Balsamic Moon, dark moon phase. During this phase, it's a good time for some time out, taking some time alone in solitude. Got the time, it doesn't have to be a long time, it can just be a minute, it can just be as long as you have for. So the black moon some of you may want to take time out, some of you may actually, even if you're normally outgoing, may become shy at this time and want to stay around any drama, any chaos or noise or anything like that. It's a time to get ready to release and let go and to chill out, try and relax. And if you don't know how to relax, do some research. So look for people who do. Don't go overboard, but just remember to have that time to just try and still. I know the world's unstable and there's just so much madness, but still it's important to look after your health on all levels so that you can keep on going through and have optimal sort of like energy levels. And the dark moon, Balsamic Moon, actually is a rejuvenating, moving into that rejuvenating phase of the new moon. So throughout the Balsamic Moon transits, you may find yourself contemplating the past and thinking about the future without much focus on the now. You may have a deeper connection with your inner voice, your intuition, imagination and your dream life right now. You write down any thoughts, even nightmares, although it can be give us fear and be scary. They've always got some sort of symbol, and normally we're fighting from the people from our past, or the symbols that are shown to us is showing us an event or person we need to heal from. So you may find yourself asking yourself questions like, what do I need to do to change so that I can become my authentic self? What's stopping me from doing this? What patterns of my past do I keep repeating? What steps do I need to take to create the future I want? What do I need to give up to be able to move forward? So these are the sort of questions we ask ourselves when the moon's in its Balsamic Moon sort of like phase. It's just good to reconnect and just to get a bit vulnerable with ourselves and real and not run from those problems. Although it can be hard, but I don't know how long you've been doing it for, but it can just get repetitive, and I know it's a hard cycle and habit. None of this stuff, self-improvement, is really easy. There's many falls, it can get very dark. Having been on my own sort of like spiritual awakening, which has been going on for 23 years now, and changed some stuff, but the stuff that I've been trying to change for a while, and that's not to dishearten you, that's just to be real with you. But each day you improve and each day you get going forward and being able to just forgive yourself, because that's the hardest thing. We've all done things that make us feel shameful about and guilty and all the rest of it, and of course, if we had time, we would try not to regret things. And yeah, it's good not to regret, but we all know, if we had times we could go back, but we can't. So that's the factual, we cannot go back even though. So the best thing to do is just to try. It's hard to forgive yourself and do better by doing better in your future, by working in the present moment, because what we do every day is eventually who we do become. It is actually who we become. So this is why day-to-day habits are important. You smoke 20 cigarettes, for instance, then move down to 19, then move down to 18, and then you just slowly cut yourself down. Don't do it all fast, because when we do it fast, that's when we're going to fail. I've seen it many times, testing it so much times with myself, so it's just best to do that slow and steady change. Okay, so the moon enters its Balsamic dark moon phase, and that's it for today. So that's the daily scopes for the 20th of November.